Hello my fellow YouTuber, welcome back to my channel. This is Marceline at cashewbeans.com. In today's video, we're going to cover some tips on how to grow and repot our young azalea. Alright, before we continue this video, if this is the first time you come across to my gardening channel, please consider to subscribe below. Also, don't forget, click the bell for notifications so you can get notified of my next new video. I upload advanced gardening video every week, so if you are following my gardening channel, I don't want you guys to miss any of these gardening ideas that I will be sharing with you every week. So today in this video, we will be learning some requirements on how to grow and repot this young azalea. Look at this one, guys, so beautiful, isn't it? It is grown in a 6-inch container, and there are 2 plants in the pot. We propagated the white, we also propagated the pink. That's why you see a combination of color. And if you want to see another video on azalea, just check my other video you see on the top on both side corner of the screen, and see you in the next page. There are few requirements that you will need to follow to be able to be successful. Hold on, guys, someone is what do you want?
What you doing in there?
I'm doing video.
How long you gonna be in there?
Maybe 6 hours.
Oh man, me and Baby G, we get hungry. We need some pancakes.
Hold on, guys. Do you want to have pancake? So I'm going to make them pancakes so they can eat and they don't bother me when I do my video. So I'll be back.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, I'm back. So I made pancake, bacon, sausage, and coffee. Now they're all set and happy. And hopefully they don't come back here inside the greenhouse and start bugging me. Then I would not be able to finish this video, guys, for you to watch. So where are we? Now I distorted soil, right? Okay, soil. So as I mentioned earlier in this video, that azalea loves acidic soil. So make sure that the pH in the soil is in perfect range. It has to be 4.5 and 6.0. The next requirements is the sunlight. Now azalea needs at least 6 hours of filtered sunlight. So that is why the greenhouse is perfect for my plants, because the sun is not direct contact to my plants, so it's indirect. And if you don't have a greenhouse, if you grow them outside or indoor, so make sure that you grow them or place them in areas where they get a morning full sun and then partial sun during late afternoon. So it is best to grow them under the tree, so that is perfect for them. The next requirement is watering. Now, how often do you water your azalea? Well, during hot summer days, you need to super hydrate your azalea because the heat can dry them out so quickly. So the soil should not be going prolonged dryness, because the azalea won't survive, they will die. So again, you have to monitor them. During fall and winter, then you have to limit or decrease the amount of watering because the plant is less active during those months. You can check the surface of the soil by touching the soil, or insert your finger 2 inches below the surface to make sure that the soil is moist. The next requirement is fertilizer. Now fertilize your plants twice a year. You do this in the spring and in the early fall. Now in the spring, you need to increase your nitrogen. So you have to give them a lot of nitrogen, because in spring plants are very active, so they will be producing more leaves, producing more flowers, so they are using a lot of energy, so you need to give them a lot of nitrogen. And also in the early summer, you give them phosphorus, so you limit your nitrogen as they establish, and then give them the phosphorus so that you want them to continue blooming. And then in the fall, you introduce the potassium. So you give them a lot of potassium in the early fall, because potassium is helping the overall health of the plant. So it prepares the plants to withstand in any bad, harsh environment. So they keep the plants stronger by giving a lot of potassium. The last requirement is the temperature. Now azaleas can withstand in any type of environmental condition, but even the plants are hardy or winter hardy, you still need to protect them during the freezing cold. So by protecting your plants, you have to use mulch, cover the base of the plants with mulch or any protective device to protect the plants against freezing. Now that we learned all these requirements on how to grow azalea, we should be able to successfully grow this plant. Stay tuned, don't click away, stay the course till to the end, because I'm going to show you on how to repot the azalea and what kind of fertilizer I'm using here and what type of containers we grow this plant. If you know how to take care of your azalea, this plant would live for 50 years. So again, stay tuned and see you in the garden. Alright, so we're going to plant our azalea in a container and give this slow release fertilizer. This is 15% nitrogen, 3% phosphorus and 3% potassium. And if you want this kind of fertilizer, I will link this product below this video. Just check the link and get from there. Now you can grow azalea in different type of container, but I mostly grow my flower in a self-pruning container. I use the crate system and also the smart pot because it is self-prune and it doesn't go, the plant doesn't go into a root bound. So if you grow them in regular container, you might have to transfer the plant, repotting them again, and then make sure that the root is not bound. So that is the reason that I don't grow most of my plants in a regular container. I grow them in the self-pruning container. So let's get started and plant this azalea. So we're going to grow our azalea in the crate. This is the crate. I cover it with guard to keep the soil inside, and also it protect the plastic. It makes the plants cooler, and also it is breathable. And I have a video on this on how to build your own self-pruning container. You might watch that video if you want to use the crate. This is the cheapest container that you can buy in Home Depot. It costs you only $3. So let's go ahead and plant our azalea. So the first thing you need, you have to take out the plant in the container. So as you can see, it's root bound. So you can either slice with a knife all the way, or you can just wiggle down in the bottom like that to break the root. Some people, they separate the plants. I'm not going to separate the plants because I want it in in place. I want them to be tight, like what you see here. There are two plants in this pot, and I'm not really separating them. So again, you just break the root in the bottom. It's okay if you don't slice it, the side. Okay. This is a lot of soil, so I'm going to move some of the soil. And you need to examine your plants, and if you see any dead root, you can remove it, but so far it's good. So we just place it in here and cover the plant. Okay, now we're going to put the fertilizer. This fertilizer lasts for a year, so that is good thing for this spike. So you just put that next to the plant, put it down below and cover it, and then after you're done, you water the plants and you're all set. Azalea is a slow growing shrub, but they're so beautiful. So that's how you grow them. So I put it in this side of the fence because they get morning sun, and then they have partial sun during late afternoon. And I have the irrigation in here, so if they need water, I can just turn this irrigation. Alright, so this is the azalea. It's already here in the crate container. So after I have it grown here, I write here in the stick the fertilizer, so what type of fertilizer I feed to my plant, and also the time I give the fertilizer. So when my partner sees this tag or sticker, he doesn't have to fertilize, so he knows that I already fertilized. So I will stick it in here, and you're all done. So look how beautiful this flower. This is the video for today, and if you have any question or concern, write your comments below. Also, don't forget to share with all your friends, and if you like the video, consider to subscribe. Right? How many subscribers do we have so far? My friend is lonely. I always talk to him, even if he doesn't talk. Right? You think we can get more likes? What do you think? Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned. See you next week. Bye bye.